Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.
It's become a familiar scene for several years. Lawyers from the Airport and DFS Guam facing off in court. A hearing today in the long-going battle between the airport and duty-free shoppers before Superior Court Judge Art Barcinas. At issue in this hearing, can the airport give the AG's office documents under a protective order from Barcinas? And just what is in these documents? After years of fighting to keep their internal docs out of the airports in the public's hands, DFS was finally forced to hand them over. And the contents of those documents has raised concerns from the airport about DFS's conduct before, during, and after the procurement. DFS's documents telling a tale, and that story, basically, after having the airport's lucrative concession contract for almost 40 years, DFS was willing to do everything in its power to keep that contract.
They believed that they were going to win, and when they lost, I mean, I think they were pretty shocked that they lost kind of on the merits of the proposal.
DFS's bid was ranked the third best by the airport, but that hasn't stopped the company from doing whatever it can to taint the process and the reputation of Lotte and the airport, according to Airport Counsel Genevieve Rapadas.
DFS knows that there were no rulings made by the court of any wrongdoing in terms of, bribes or success fees or conspiracy theories.
According to court documents, DFS even resorting to corporate espionage, meeting with former high-ranking Lotte official S.K. Lee to milk him for insider information. Lee has been indicted for this in Korea, and while DFS issued a statement to media denying they met with Lee, their own documents tell a completely different story.
Philippe Schaus, Michael Shriver, Andrew Ford, and Jim Bigley. I mean, these were people at the highest echelons of DFS who were entertaining and inviting information from S.K. Lee.
Even though they denied meeting with Lee, DFS officials in their own emails said Lee's info could, quote, benefit us on any legal fight in Guam. And they even joked that getting intel from Lee was like, quote, sleeping with the enemy. With the courtroom fisticuffs far from over, the airport and DFS are set to go toe-to-toe in the Supreme Court as the airport is appealing Barcinas' ruling that voided Lotte's contract with the airport. And during the last 5 years of this contract with the airport, Lotte has paid more than $70 million in revenue to the airport, in contrast to the $32 million paid by DFS during the last 5 years of its contract with the airport from 2009 to 2013.
There's no question that this contract, compared to the contract that the airport had with DFS, is far more beneficial for the airport and for the people of Guam.
For Guam's News Network, Chris Barnett reports.
Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.